I believe in total transparency when you're in a relationship. You can't say you are intimate if you are not totally transparent. I want to tell you that your intimidators are intimidated by you. So don't be intimidated by their intimidations. Every parent has a responsibility. You see, every child will be limited by the limitations of the parents. The title of my message this morning is called The Power of the Father's Blessing. And so in my own little capacity, I will try to define what glory is. Glory can be defined as when a thing fully manifests its best and functions at its optimum for what it was created for. Glory, for a thing to be glorious or to be in its glory times or days, it is when it manifests its what? Best. And that's the same way that everything God made is for his glory. Everything that God makes, he made it to shine at its optimum, to function at its fullest capacity. The Bible says in the book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 16, it says, let your light do what? So shine before men, that men may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Whenever you see a created thing not functioning at its optimum, it means that it has lost its glory. The second thing is that it means also that it has lost its connection with its manufacturer. It has lost its connection with the one who was best suited to bring out the best in it. You see, the best way for me to illustrate this point is to help you understand the power of your environment. Or the power of, yes, I think the word is environment. These various things I've spoken about, you will find that a bird only functions best what? In the air. A fish only functions best what? In the water. And then a seed functions best what? In the soil. Where do you function best? Because if you fail to find your place of glory or your location, you will function dysfunctionally. You will be a dysfunction. You will be a disgrace. And you will not enjoy the grace of God. What am I trying to say to you? Essentially, you and I, human beings, were created to live in the glory of God. That is our environment. Let me try and explain to you. The Bible says this, that a man, Abraham, was called out by God, and God told him, I will bless you. And he says, and I will come out of your father's house, I will bless you, and I will make of you a great nation. And then the Bible says in the book of Genesis chapter 25, verse 5 to 6, that when Abraham came to the end of his life, the Bible says, and Abraham called all of his sons. I just assume I'm using 4 of them here. He probably had more. And then the Bible says, and Abraham gave all that he had to Isaac, but Abraham gave gifts to the sons of the concubines. Everybody say all that he had. So let's say this is for sake of example, illustration. Let's say this is Isaac. Let's say this is Ishmael. Let's say this is John. And let's say this is Jack. We don't know what the rest of the names of the children are. So we'll just name them. This is their naming ceremony. So Abraham has a lot of money, and I'll just use this. I have a lot of money too. But it can't fit all Phillips into my wallet. So I'm going to just use $100. So he first of all brings out some cash. Everybody say cash. And he gives, say for example, now they didn't have this then. I'm just saying this is a father, not necessarily Abraham. And say this is $100, but for sake of understanding, I'm giving him $100 million. Number 2, I need to loan your keys now. The second son, he gives him a bunch of keys. And the set of keys is keys to various apartments, condominiums, flats, chateaus in France, and various places, worth $100 million. And then the third son said, what do I give you? Education that the kind he received and the one he didn't receive. So because this man is endowed, he's been to schools in Harvard, Yale, so he uses his connections and he gives him that and says, not only will you get in, you would also get a scholarship to whatever course you would study. And to the last one. So here we're talking about, some of you will say, okay, let me ask you, of these ones, of all these things, and to this one, I give you my jacket. The Bible says that when Abraham was about to go, he called Isaac and thought to himself, if I give Isaac the keys will not help him understand how to hear God. Hey. But once he wears the jacket, the angels know who to speak to and who to tell, leave your father's house now. Leave that job now. Marry this person now. But the $1 million does not speak. The Bible says, and then God, through Abraham, decided to give Isaac. You need to take off your jacket. You need to remove the old one. The one that doesn't do anything for you. The Bible says, and he gave him all. Put it on. All that he had. Everybody say all.